can see, I am currently standing at the gate of the Vietnam Fine Arts Museum, where an internal modern exhibition by artist Nguyễn Đại Giang is taking place. Soon, follow me to discover what the place has to offer. As you know, Hanoi capital is famous for its scenic spots, historical monuments, and massive architectural work scattered throughout the inner city. Among them, the Vietnam Fine Arts Museum is one of the museums with the most important position in preserving and promoting the treasures of Vietnam cultural and artistic heritage. Coming here, all the noise of the city seemed to be left behind, leaving only a unique aspect. Located in the system of National Museum of Vietnam, Vietnam Fine Arts Museum was established in 1966 with the mission of collecting, preserving, displaying documents, artifacts, typical artwork, and introducing the cultural and artistic quintessence of Vietnam. In 1966, the Vietnam Fine Arts Museum officially opened to visitors with an area of about 4,200 square meters and an exhibition area of 1,200 square meters.
The Vietnam Fine Arts Museum regulates ticket price as follows: for adults, 40,000 Vietnam dong per person; for students, 20,000 Vietnam dong per person; for children and students from 6 to 16 years old, 10,000 Vietnam dong per person; for people with particularly severe disabilities and children under 6 years old is free. The museum consists of 3 floors with warm tones to create a feeling of closeness to visitors. Each floor displays different artifacts of the period. The first floor consists of 8 rooms, mainly displaying artifacts of prehistoric art. Vietnam is a country endowed with a long-standing culture. The researchers have thus far not been sure of the time when Vietnamese fine arts came into being. On this aspect, the authorities have emerged 3 major centers of civilization: the Dong Sơn culture in the north, the Sahel culture in the central, the Dong Nai and Ốc Ao culture in the south, which interact on one another and get into touch with other centers of civilizations in southern China and Southeast Asia. During the 11th and 12th century, its strong spirit of national independence has helped towards bringing about a peculiar style to fine arts. In the 16th century, the early lay was replaced by the mark, and the art also entered a new development stage. The art of the 16th century is referred to as the beginning of a step to a revival in the following century. Cultural statues in pagodas, particularly Buddha and Bodhisattva images, was finally produced. Together with the above said religious statues made mention of the journey of images of donors, portraits of people who donated large sums to the building of new pagodas or to the restoration of old ones. Statues were full of life and more expressive. During the Ming Dynasty, the art of royal court was mostly reported in the former capital city of Huế, with some imposing royal tombs and palaces, whereas the popular art consisting of statues and temples and pagodas, carvings in communal houses, continued to develop in various localities. Some widely known typical works such as the statue of Tristan and statue of Thiên Long Buddhistic self-founders image of Kim Kung may quoted as example. Just finished exploring the first floor. Now let's learn more about the second floor. Let's go!
Hi, We felt that you should definitely visit the second floor carefully. The second floor starts from room 9 and ends at room 17. At the beginning of the modern times, first half of the 20th century, there have been deep and true changes in all fields: politics, economy, culture, and society. Like other fields, Vietnamese culture is renewed in order to approach to Western civilization. Nevertheless, there always exists in art a joining choice from national tradition to modernity, which maintain the national cultural identification. At the start of the 20th century, there appeared some first oil painting, prior by Lê Huy Miến and later by Thang Trần Phình. Soon after, Vietnamese modern paintings came into being a firmly developed. These were a great turning point, marking the appearances of a new form of artwork created by well-known painters, which is parallel with the traditional one made by anonymous artisans. A new painter of this state with their talents by working industriously and creatively has discovered the marvelous ability of lacquer painting and got great experience in paint on seal or making works cut in a very typical way of Vietnam. From the years of 1930 to 1945, though in any tendency, they work all with any kinds of materials they use. The generations of painters represented by Nguyễn Phan Chánh, Nguyễn Gia Trí, they have affirmed themselves and contributed an important part to the formation of the now arts with many masterpieces imbued in Vietnamese aesthetic full of nationality, modernity, and very much personal characteristic as well. If you can see Vietnam lacquer painting, it is a valuable collection of the Fine Arts Museum. It contributes to perfecting the appearance of a traditional, modern, and national art. From the pearl lacquer extracted from lacquer trees of the hilly area of Vĩnh Phúc province through the skilled hands of artists, it is processed into the pre-seared material for use in painting. Gold and silver are laminated and stuck on shining black or carmine plates, creating a deep light with strong contrast. The lacquer works presented here have marked the appearance of lacquer painting since 1930. For the domestic lacquer used for decoration with three fundamental colors: carmine, yellow, black, to a variety of color in contemporary lacquer painting. Silver white, wonderful works have been created in shining and fanciful color. With the black lacquer of Đình Bằng, Hà Bắc province, brown lacquer and Venice, Hà Nam Ninh province, Vietnamese artists have developed a contemporary lacquer art from a traditional art of their ancestor. Vietnamese modern fine arts has changed dramatically along with contemporary aesthetic trends and international integration. The artists are consistently researching and exploring a variety of methods, materials. So art and graphic have developed in many different styles. All forms of artistic expression embrace a distinctive East Asia style and Vietnamese identity. The number of new artists has increased throughout the country, continuing the artistic achievement of previous generation. Young and dynamic artists aspire to create and explore, establishing their own style.
I'm standing here on the third floor of the museum where Vietnamese oil painting are displayed. Let's go. In the modern trends of art, some of Vietnamese artists acquainted themselves with oil painting right at the end of the 19th century. Since 1945, with new inspiration and trendy in the aesthetic reasoning, Vietnam oil painting has seen a step of vigorous development with diversified manifestation of feeling. The young artists have inherited the quintessence of the world contemporary art and have always renovated with eagerness and desire for creativity. creative need, driving toward the internal beauty integrated into the new sense of beauty of mankind. The artists of this period still this new medium and a combination of tradition, Asian and modern methods, production pictures and romantic work from the Revelation of August 1945. There was a remarkable change in subject. The artists focused on theme of praising the spirit of patriotism, the resistance, war, and building socialism after peace were established in 1975. The work of developing a vibrant economy and society in all parts of the country was a new source of inspiration for artists. This generation of artists began to create, learn, explore, and experiment with modern methods. Each artist developed their own individual style, which contributed to their variety in this medium being impeding has advanced along with regional and international trends. This medium is still favored by artists because of its versatility and contemporary art.
The Vietnam Museum Fine Art is one of the interesting places for those who love art and want to discover interesting things. Each work of art is meticulously cared for. Different people will see different things when looking at it. So this is a place you can't miss when coming to Hanoi, the capital of thousands of years of civilizations. Bye!